If you're looking to build that amazing, incredible bond with your dog, you have definitely come to the right place. Today, we are going to break down the 5 core techniques for raising a happy, well-behaved dog. So let's just dive right in.
Okay, let's kick things off with what I think is the most important idea of all. See, training, it's not just about control or making your dog obey. It's really about creating a stronger relationship, right? It's about lowering their stress and ultimately just making them happier. It really is a total win-win.
So that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It can feel really complicated, I get it. But the good news is, the solution is actually just a handful of simple, super powerful principles that, honestly, anyone can get the hang of.
And that is exactly what we're going to cover. We're going to walk through 5 key techniques that are seriously going to change the game for how you and your dog talk to each other.
All right, number 1, this is the big one, the absolute cornerstone of any good modern dog training, and that is positive reinforcement. It's pretty simple. It's all about rewarding the good stuff.
Okay, so the whole idea is super simple. You literally just catch them being good. The second your dog sits, or stays, or comes when you call, you give them something they love, instantly. What this does is forge this really strong connection in their brain that makes them want to do it again. It completely flips the script from, punishing mistakes to just celebrating the wins.
And hey, remember, a reward doesn't always have to be food. Yeah, a yummy treat is fantastic when they're learning something totally new, but you should never, ever underestimate the power of just some excited praise, like a big "good boy" or a quick game with their favorite toy. If you mix up the rewards, it keeps your dog way more interested and excited to learn. Now, this is maybe the most important part of this whole thing. Timing is everything. Your dog's brain links that reward to the very last thing it did. So if you wait, even just a few seconds, you might accidentally be rewarding them for, looking at a squirrel instead of for sitting nicely. So you gotta be fast.
So speaking of getting that timing just right, let's talk about our second technique. This one is like giving yourself a superpower for precision. We're talking about clicker training. So a clicker, it's just a little tool that helps you pinpoint the exact moment of success. Imagine this, your dog sits, and the instant their butt touches the ground, you click. And then comes the treat. That click sound becomes like a little bridge in their mind. It basically screams, "Yes, that right there, that's the thing I wanted you to do."
So why does this work so well? Well, think about it. Our voices, they go up and down, right? We can sound happy or tired or distracted. It can be kind of confusing for a dog. But that click sound, it's always the exact same. It's sharp, it's clear, and it cuts through all the other noise to tell your dog with crystal clarity, yep, that thing you just did, that earned you a prize.
Okay, technique number 3. This one is all about making the world make sense for your dog. Dogs absolutely love routine. They thrive on it. And when you're consistent with your commands and your rules, it just builds up their confidence like crazy. Here's a great example. To you and me, sit and sit down obviously mean the same thing. But to a dog who's basically learning a foreign language, those can sound like 2 totally different commands. So by picking one simple word and just sticking with it, you take all the guesswork out of it for them. And real consistency? It means the whole family has to be on board. It's so important. Because if one person lets the dog on the couch and another doesn't, your dog just learns that the rules don't really matter. It's also a good idea to keep your training sessions short, like 5 to 10 minutes, but do them every day. That builds a nice, predictable routine that they'll actually start to look forward to.
All right, let's move on to number 4. This one is a little different. It's less about teaching sit or stay and way more about raising a dog that's calm and confident out in the world. And we do that through something called socialization.
For puppies, this window of time is it's everything. Their little brains are like sponges, just soaking up everything they see and experience to figure out what's safe and what's scary. Now, if you have an older dog, don't panic. They can absolutely still learn and grow from new, positive experiences. It just might take a little more patience. So the whole goal here is to make new stuff feel good. You don't want to just, toss your puppy into a crazy loud dog park and hope for the best. No, you start small. A quiet walk in a new place, a quick ride in the car, maybe meeting one other dog that is super chill, and you reward them for being calm the whole time. You're teaching them that the world is an exciting, fun place, not something to be afraid of.
And that brings us to our 5th and final technique. And funny enough, this last one, it has nothing to do with your dog. It's all about you, because your mindset, your attitude, that's the real secret sauce to all of this. You need to adopt this as your mantra. Seriously. Some days are gonna feel amazing, like you have the smartest dog in the world. And the next day, Your dog might look at you like they've never heard the word sit before, and that is perfectly okay. You have to learn to celebrate the little wins. That one time they came back at the park, the moment they chose to sit on their own, that's progress. And please, if you take anything away from this, let it be this. Getting frustrated, shouting, or using any kind of punishment, it doesn't teach your dog the right thing to do. All it does is teach them to be afraid of you. And that fear just completely destroys the trust that you're trying so hard to build. And once that's gone, real learning just stops.
And really, that's what ties all of this together, isn't it? These 5 things, they're not just some checklist to get an obedient dog. They're actually tools for building a real partnership. It's a two-way street. You're learning their language, and they're learning yours. So, I guess I'll just leave you with this one final thought. Think of training as a conversation. Every single thing your dog does, a bark, a tail wag, a look, it's them trying to tell you something. And when you can shift your mindset from just giving commands to actually listening, well, that's when you stop just training a dog and you start really having a conversation with your best friend.